Vlog number 16, October 16th, 1708, day 6. So, work was pretty good today, up until the very last 10 minutes or so, where I suffered an unfortunate demonic attack. And you may ask, oh, what's a demonic attack? Well, that's going to be the subject of this video, since, whatever you put out there, you get back. So, what is a demonic attack? Basically, I'll go over how it works. It happens when all of a sudden there's like a thought in your head that just comes out of nowhere regarding somebody that you know, and yet you never thought of them in that particular way. And it's usually a thought that's very violent, like killing him or hurting him or something having to do with screwing him over. It just like comes out of nowhere. It comes out of nowhere, and it's nothing that, you would actually do in real life. That is a sign of a demonic attack. So what these demons can do is they can manipulate the thoughts of human beings. And since they can, read our thoughts, unfortunately, a lot of them can read our thoughts, they can just try to manipulate them as best they can so that it tries to convince the mind that, oh, that's our thoughts in reality when it's actually not, and try to convince them to do things that they really didn't want to do. So it's basically a mind game in more ways than one. And it's designed to try to turn the soul into the service to self orientation. And I went over the spiritual orientations in one of my earlier videos. And that's pretty much the whole reason why they do it. So those thoughts, those violent thoughts that we sometimes see in our head, that just randomly pop into our head, a lot of the times those aren't even our thoughts. And it comes down to learning how to discern which thoughts are ours. And it's a really good habit to establish in the unconscious mind, just to see, all of a sudden there's a violent thought about somebody I would actually not even, hurt, and realizing, oh, okay, that's nothing I would actually do. I know I actually would not do that. Okay, I was probably being attacked there. So there's that. Now, demonic attacks can also happen if there is a party or actor who is using some sort of magic. They may try to project a curse or a hex, which would basically create scenarios in life where nothing seems to go right. There seems to be accidents everywhere. People just turn their cheeks when you need help and all that kind of stuff. So there's a whole bunch of stuff on the internet where you can remove all these curses and hexes. There's plenty of stuff. Reiki's just one of them. So those resources are plentiful. So that's not going to be the subject of this video, really. I just wanted to go over what the demonic attacks are, and their sources. And yeah, it's kind of annoying because these demonic attacks will depend on your inner makeup. It will depend on where you are in life, and it'll depend on, talking about where you are in your spiritual path, and it'll depend on your environment. And so if your environment's kind of toxic, where you've got people, say you got a whole mix of people, then you could very well see some sort of demonic behavior occurring, where some people may come in with demons attached to their invisible bodies. They may not be consciously aware of it, but those demons may attack other people. And it does suck, because it's one of those things where, especially if you're working at a job where there's nothing in the manual stating, oh, you're not allowed to have any demons attached to you, then this will be a far better place to live. This whole plan would be a far better place to live. But they don't count any of that, of course, in the manual. So many people come into work with demons all over their visible bodies, which just makes the whole place toxic. And then, of course, the business guy to try to figure out what's going on. Sometimes they wisen up and they figure it out. They try to do their best they can to, work within their limits, given the job parameters and what is expected of them. But yeah, it's something that this world is simply either just turn a blind eye to, or they just don't think it really exists. Of course, the people at the top of this world know all this stuff exists. They know about the rituals and, about summoning demons and all that stuff. It's just, the so-called little guy, so-called, that they think doesn't know about this stuff. Obviously, people are waking up now as to the invisible world and how, frankly, there's so many entities around us at all times, not just the dead, especially recently as of this video, since so many people die of the COVID pandemic and or the vaccines that they self-administered. It's also entities from the heavens, whether lower or higher heavens. And it's primarily the demons that are from the lower heavens, which are called hells, that come and try to harass people, especially good people who are trying to make a difference in the world. Those are the kind of people that they don't want to make a difference, because then that means their service to self-harvest might go down, which means those entities won't get a pat on the back by their bosses and so on. So those people are attacked. So if you're facing a demonic attack, just know that you may very well be actually a good person. I know it may not feel that way sometimes because of our stupid minds. And it's like, oh, there's no way I'm a good person. No, you may be better. You may be a better person than you think. And it's like it's kind of hard to see when the demons infest our minds with their thought forms, and not knowing how to see beyond those thought forms. And it's like it's becoming aware of those thought forms and how they're not even ours. And it's like, is this negative thought of me, even my thought to begin with? Is it even mine? And it's just becoming aware of that. And it's like, hold on, let me go beyond this self-loathing, which I don't think is even mine to begin with. And let's see if it's even mine. This goes back to the one of my previous videos about non-conceptual identity. And that really helps here also, because it can also get rid of these thought forms that the demons try to inject in our minds. So it is unfortunately one of the things that needs to be faced here on planet Earth while doing good works, light working, and so on. And it's something that I've had to face pretty much almost my entire life, varying degrees. In the past, it was a lot more intense. I will almost get attacked almost every day at work, and it was terrible. But I kept going anyway. And thankfully there's some peace finally. I don't know how long that's going to last, but try to appreciate as much as possible. So there's that. Okay, well, I guess that's it for this video. There's other things I could talk about, but it would take too much time. So yeah, I think that'll be it for this video. Thanks for watching and have a good day.